I got a phone call one morning from Mark Rylance saying that Jez had written a script that he wanted me to read, that if I wanted to direct it, if I wanted to act in it, if I wanted to do both. Mark had just done Jerusalem with Jez on Broadway, and I'd seen that and knew Jez's writing. Anyway, I had done Fair Game that he wrote, he and his brother. And so he sent, I said, of course I'd like to read the script. I read it, and it struck me that, and this became more important as time went on, because it seemed to be more the case that for me, so much of what cinema has become, so much of what storytelling has become, so much of what acting, therefore, has become, has a kind of level of contrivance that is sort of increasingly become alienating to me as an audience. And so this story somehow, it was almost like, oh, that's what it is I've been looking for. It's something that doesn't feel contrived and is open to being made as an expression, not made, to impress. Jennifer's book, and Jennifer became a real source, and the main thing was that she was, as a writer, somebody very supportive of poetic license, very understanding of poetic license. And so I never felt that it was being forced back into the structure of the book. I think it always was a conversation where, she was able to help me solve the fictional problems with what the underlying reality. I wasn't going to make the film in any other way. I would have spent the entire time looking at an actress and seeing my daughter's face in it and not being able to do it with another actress. It had so locked itself. She had become so synonymous with what I felt this could be as a performance. Which again goes back to this kind of uncontrivance. She doesn't tell you what she's thinking. And so you watch her, I find, more carefully. The grain and color you get with Super 16, it fits the aesthetic that pleases this audience, and pleases this audience for this movie, for what I saw in my head. It had to have that texture. And I think that along with all the other things that again, I say cautiously, but feel like a wealth of contrivance in cinema today. Part of that is the plasticine look of so many things that are shot digitally. And, and I think there are times, and there have been some beautifully shot movies digitally. I did it once and regretted it. I really regretted it. I don't trust it. I trust film. The only value a movie can have is that when people leave the theater, they feel less alone in whatever it is. And, so far, with the very limited people who have seen this movie, I think that there's, I have found some very genuine responses to it that make me feel like, that we did something good.